I got asked a couple of days ago about the true essence of humans. Or, in other words, like, what do I sense is the true essence of a human being? And it made me really think and really sense into the question because it feels super risky for me coming forth with a response because it feels super vulnerable. Like there is no studies, there is no biologistic system in the background that says, oh yeah, we can prove that with our science or whatever. And so I will give it a try, and it feels very much like a small narrow frequency that might contain some kind of truth that I want to put my words in and see how it goes. So let's say what I learned at school is maybe what everybody learns at school, that human beings come from mammals, etc. I don't want to say that this is wrong. And the opposite, I think it's kind of true. But there is something when you ask me about the essence of a human being that for me feels like unique in a way of that defines a human being, and it can't be broken down to, oh yeah, and this is a little bit in the mammals and a little bit less in the fish and in the birds. It's like a quantum leap into something where we can maybe navigate with terminology like consciousness or spirit or freedom or soul. We can navigate in those terms. And I don't know where it comes from. Maybe let's say the body comes from evolution from animals, and then spirit comes from heaven. I don't know. But that's the kind of model. Let's operate with that for a moment. For me, the essence of a human being is on earth, a body, on earth, a living being, a living energy system that tells the truth about spirit, about consciousness, about freedom, about the absolute, in such a way that the absolute or eternity or infinity can remember itself in this very human energy system. It's like the human energy system, and we can break it down to, let's say, the human body, even though the human body has some kind of, or some parts of invisible layers around the physical layer. But let's say the human body seems to be a melting pot between something very concrete, like biology and food and water and down-to-earth elements, and something so beyond, something so transcendental, something so subtle, so divine, that it can fuse, can merge with the biology in a unique way in the system, so that the human being walking on earth becomes like an aligning acupuncture needle between things that are otherwise just matter and things that are otherwise just empty, just transcendence, just nothing, just silence, just freedom. Like nothing happens, no movement. And then matter with all the movement, and maybe with spirit in every animal, etc., but not with this unique design or inner subtle architecture of energy channels, of life force running through the system in a way that it can match this melting pot. It can match this inner mechanics of remembering truth, remembering immortality, remembering infinity within the finite body. There is something like the human's essence is being the perfectly composed vessel, designed vessel for the collapsing into each other of opposites. And if a human vessel is used by existence for this fusion or this lovemaking between the relative biology and the absolute, the infinite, then this human vessel either falls silent, some did that, others start transmitting or even talking and teaching about spiritual liberation. This is what a human vessel then, let's say in basic terms, experiences if it's used for this kind of merging, and how it tends to deal with this kind of shift or experience or transmutation that happens in the system. So to me, that's the essence of a human being. And I think you could have asked the same question in terms of what's the human potential. The human potential is being this vessel for this dynamics to take place within this form. And every aspect of human potential, every genius, every breakthrough, every beauty, every poem, every amount of love, every amount of wisdom, every achievement in terms of health or healing others or whatever, everything comes from that. The moment that this, at least partially, can happen in a human system, so much life force starts flowing, so much potential opens up, so much so much potential blossoms. And it's unpredictable in which areas of life. Some start serving, others start falling silent, and others, it's unpredictable what this human vessel then in this unique and mortal finite form tends to express besides the absolute aspect of it, but it's always something related to the higher potential of a human being.
Thank you for your interest in topics like these. If you want to go deeper, I have a very special invitation for you. Once a month, I gather humans from all over the globe online. It's completely free. It's a so-called shaking event. And you can think about a shaking event as a very physical workout of energetic fitness. And at the same time, it's an energetic donation to collective transformation and trauma healing. You find the link down below. You can sign up completely for free, and you are welcome to join me and all of us.